What's up, boys and girls? Do you have any idea where we are? I'm sure you'll never guess, cause we decided to give up everything and fly to Uzbekistan. And right now we are in Tashkent. This place is incredible. So here's the plan. First of all, we didn't sleep this night. That's why we don't have any plan. We just got into the plane, came here and spent a wonderful evening. I simply had the time of my life this night. And then I had the best morning ever, cause I didn't sleep at all. And all that for the test drive, all that for D3. You guys write to me every time saying, Davidich, please stop reviewing BMWs, that's enough. We are tired from BMWs. Make a test drive of a Mercedes or an Audi at least, or any other car, but not a BMW again, please. Sorry, fellas. But I review only the cars I'm interested in. I don't review cars that don't leave any emotions. And I'm so pissed off with this car. I'm already sick of it because everyone jerks off to it. They look at it and say, God, it's so cool, it's so beautiful, it's so amazing, it's just incredible. And when I look at those guys who drive it, especially in Moscow, they always have such a face. I remember when I met Misha Litvin, or his name was Dima or whatever, who cares. So when I looked at his face, it looked like he was owning the goddamn Moscow. And every time he was driving it, he had this face as if he's the owner of the whole Moscow. And every single man I saw who was driving this car seemed to have the same face. And also they had that walk. Like those who used to own G-Wagons in Russia in early 2000s, they walked out of it being so flexible and elastic, and I will explain you why just in a minute. So they walked out like this. Wow. Hey man, what's up? How are you doing, bro? And same they walk out of these cars today. Do you want to know why? Just look, I'm going to try to get into this f***ing car. I put one of my legs inside, and it penetrates well. But then, what the fuck should I do next? How the hell should my poor, tired and dehydrated Georgian body get inside here? Can anyone explain me that? Is there any instruction? Did they invite specialists from Bentley to make this doorway? What the hell were you thinking when you designed it? No, seriously guys, I simply cannot squeeze in through it. I just can't get inside. I have to put my hands against the doorway like a cat that doesn't want to take a shower and push myself in. I'm going to bench 150 kilograms, and I dedicate it to all Uzbek people and to all Uzbekistan, cause these guys got me drunk the first night I came here. I didn't sleep the whole night, and they made you bench here. Yes, and well, they didn't make me, but anyway, I will try to do my best from all my Georgian heart. Did it. Now I'll do 160. And this is stupid, so I do not recommend you do that, guys. Please do not repeat it without any assistance if you are not a powerlifter or a professional sportsman. Please meet the main sportsman of the day. What's up, guys? It's me. How are you? 1001, 1002, 1003, Eric, knock it off. 1004, damn it, bro, you are a beast. Somebody stop him. It's been an hour already. Let's go. Right now we're expecting for the Mercedes, while it's being towed here for the test drive. And before we came here, everyone were telling us that we will never find a proper car here. And the thing is that 2 years ago a former president of Uzbekistan passed away. And the next thing I will tell you is the voice of the people. It's just the people I managed to talk to, so they told me that the country was in stagnation. Nothing was happening. No development, no progress, no movement, or if something moved, it never moved forward. And it lasted for years before they had the new president. And this place started bubbling and boiling. Lots of people began to come here. They started to rebuild the infrastructure, found new companies. This place came to life. Back in the days, the customs duty charged for import cars were about 120%. If you buy a car for 200,000, you also have to pay 240,000 euro just for customs clearance of this car. So no wonder there were no perspective and no progress. This place reminded of Cuba. So with the new president they cancelled this madness. And now it's 40%, same as it's now in Russia. And now there are lots of cars here. And some of them are really cool, and also they have very good roads here. And by the way, this city is very beautiful. Just take a look at it. Whoa, this place is cool, hello. This is beautiful. Are these all handmade?
Yes, of course.
Let's check what's inside there. Oh, it's paintings. Do you have backgammon?
Yes, sure, come in, my friend.
May I take a look, please? Show me the best one you have.
These and these are backgammon and this is chess.
May I touch it? This thing looks cool. I like it. Well guys, it looks like quite a difficult job. Whoa, hurrying somewhere? I didn't like this multimedia system, it's just freaking stupid. I mean, I like how beautiful it is, there's no problem with that. But I didn't like how stupid it was, and the people that tried to explain and show us how to switch the drive modes in this car, just to switch it to the rear wheel drive and switch the drift mode just to be able to drift and go sideways, they had together a delegation of managers and representatives to clarify how to do that. And that event took place at the dealership, for you to understand. And finally we're ready to test it. It's impossible just to press one button and drift. This car doesn't work that way. It even adjusts the temperature itself. This car lives its own life that is undisclosed to anyone else. Wow, I cannot believe that. You woke up. Finally, it's about the time to turn on the conditioner, cause it's already hot as hell here. And I already hate this gearbox shifter cause it's placed right under my elbow. I simply don't know where to put my hand. I can easily shift it by accident with only doing like this. And it's neutral, cause it's right under my elbow. Well, I mean at some crucial moment, when you need a full control over your car, look, here I'm just holding the steering wheel. You can hit it while turning, like this, and that's it. It's neutral again. What the hell? Who designed it? And now let's talk about this multimedia system, cause this is an absolute thrash. It's much easier to learn Japanese than to figure out how it works. You have to press 50 buttons to fulfill some simple task. A background, a car office, it's not intuitive. Which way should I rotate this puck? I really don't get it. And I don't even want to figure it out. Some guys always ask me to shoot more Mercedes cars, but every single one of them turns to cause lots of pain in my ass. So I simply, damn it, that hurts. It just felt like I fell on a curb with my bare ass. This is what I want to say about the stiffness of this car. It's so stiff and it's not even a bit comfortable. Some people say that this car has better steering than a BMW M5. So I'd like to address it to the guys who work at Mercedes. This automobile is so far behind that it will take years to catch up in many positions. And first of all, it's this multimedia system and all the interaction between the man and the car through this multimedia system. Because the one we can find here, it's beautiful and good looking, but it's impossible to understand it. I cannot say that this road is seriously damaged, and I can't call an M5 a very soft car. But this car is a pure backless tool, and these sounds. And then they will say I took a broken car, but it's brand new. Now we're going into a trip. 185 miles. And we will see how it behaves itself on a highway. It's so stiff, sometimes even too stiff, and it's fast, but I think it's going to be even faster with 100-octane fuel. But the difference between a BMW and a Mercedes is just huge. A BMW can be compared to Habib, it's just at any second. You just cannot capture the speed of its reflexes. You simply don't have the time to react, but everything already happened. This is how an M5 does it, cause it's a fighter. But this Mercedes is the man whose parents made him become a sportsman. He never wanted to do that, but they made him at some moment, and they go on saying, please, you have to. So be fast and race that car, and do like this or do like that, and it looks like it is able to because it's powerful, it's beautiful, it's attractive and very good looking. But it does it without any enthusiasm. So let's summarize it. It has a very nice interior, and it really is very beautiful. And it's almost impossible to travel sitting on the back seat. It's very uncomfortable because it's like a backless stool, though the front seat is the same. The first BMW's M5 F90 didn't have any laser optics, but now they improved it. And the best configuration costs about $150,000. But such a car will destroy any opponent. This car costs $210,000 and it has casual dot optics, and of course it's not same cool. This Mercedes has an amazing sound. I guess you can take music out of this exhaust if you try. It's very stable at turns, and the suspension works very well at this rough road turn. It feels pretty confident at 140 miles per hour, but you have to keep in mind that this road is far from perfect. When you really start to get going and flooring it in the race mode, it really pulls itself together, and it stops waving its tail at all. How can I explain to these dudes in Chevrolet Zaveo that I'm moving faster? That's impossible. Not much of an interest, it's just a very good engine from Mercedes. And this is the engine that easily pulls G-Wagons, S-Class, incredibly fast C-Class, E-Class, and this car as well. And I can say that today this engine is the main engine in all Mercedes AMG line. I cannot say anything bad about it. Everyone, whoever and wherever and whenever I talk to, they only praise this engine. And they praise it not only for its stock capabilities, but also for how much power and serious overloads it can endure. Recently, I had an opportunity to drive a car with such an engine, and it had 1,000 horsepower. That's insane. Does this face look sexy? Well, if we compare the front of this Mercedes to the front of that Lexus, there it is. This Lexus is not worse. It's not worse at all, it's same expressive, it has cool bumper and some carbon. It's same expressive and beautiful, so why this car costs 230,000 bucks? Can anyone explain that to me, please? And how it happens that a new car, this brand new Mercedes, may have such issues? Look at this.
Huh?
Damn it. Just look at this. For you to understand, this car is so stiff, I mean its suspension, that this detail simply fell off from the seat after 2 days of testing. These are the consequences of this constant jumping. Inside this car, everything is cracking and creaking. And speaking about this trunk is really big, but it's so noisy. Everything you put inside rolls around and make lots of noise. The spoiler is just for showing off. All this car is about showing off. And this car is painted matte black, so it's almost impossible to shoot it at night. It would be perfect for bootleggering or some other
Gangsta shit.
It's night Tashkent and a drift mode. That's an interesting combination. So what kind of a beast this car is after all? I watched lots of other test drives of this car and I couldn't find the answer to my main question. What should I buy? If I choose between an M5, the new Audi RS6, and this Mercedes. Let's look at the advantages. I consider this steering wheel the most beautiful and the most comfortable one among all of the cars I have ever driven. This steering wheel is incredible, and I'm simply in love with these buttons and all these small switchers. I like these lights and I like these icons. I like all of it, I simply love it as much as I hate this multimedia system. I'm so pissed off with it. Also, I like this dashboard, it's very informative and clear. I see all the necessary information, the engine speed and everything. It's very comfortable, so I like it. It's cool. And also I like this interior as well. I like the interior of V63. It's very beautiful, very cool and very cozy. When I drive this car, I can feel its force. It feels powerful. And at the same time I feel very good quality, because every single thing I touch here is made of good materials, except for this one small thing. But I guess that's my personal opinion. I just don't like the surface of this plastic detail, because it's just like, I don't know, it's just, well, it's kind of abrasive. And you have to understand that this car is way too stiff, so if you are having any problems with your back or your spine, forget about it. Unfortunately, I do not see and I do not feel any extraordinary or exciting acceleration. There is no any impressive start, this car doesn't feel daring. And even though this car tries to look like something special as much as it can, in actual fact it turns to be just a... It has like 634 or 39 horsepower. It should be able to fly into space, but in practice it doesn't fly anywhere. Now we're going to visit the local street event, just to say hi to the guys, and I see that here it's the same as everywhere. All the BMW stands separate from the others. What's up guys, how are you doing? Of course, in the city, people look back at it, and of course, lots of people really like it. But I'm not one of them. I don't like the stiffness of this suspension, but at the same time I like its steering a lot. The car steers pretty well, and also I like the interior because it's beautiful, but I didn't like its being so cracking and creaking and falling apart. And of course I just have to say a few words about this carbon ceramic braking system, because it simply has no equal. And I don't mean this particular braking system, but all this technology. I consider this technology simply the best. I love it. In the beginning we wrecked our brains because of this drift mode. We tried every single button, but still we could never find it. This car is all-wheel drive, and I want this car to drift. I want to make it rear-wheel drive, so I have to start the engine. And now watch carefully for the whole combination. At first I switch it to the race mode. It's Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus. Here it is, the race mode. After that I have to press here one time and switch off the stabilization system, and this mode is called ESP Sport. You will see the indicator. Then I have to press here one more time and hold it, and it will become ESP off. After I did that, I have to switch it from automatic to manual, and then I have to grab both of these shifters and also hold them. And then it will ask me, are you sure you want to accept this switching to drift mode or not? And I have to accept it by pressing this right shifter. What I want to say is that it has really been seriously thinking that I just made all of this bunch of fucking manipulations just by accident. Am I flying to space? Am I buying a spacecraft? Do they consider this car to be the bargain of my life? What exactly should I be sure about when I just want to make you go fucking sideways? I just want to drift around night Tashkent. So they were saying that we will never find a proper car or any car at all, but we managed to find the guys with these cars, and I want to thank Atebek a lot for his assistance. We would never do that without your help. Doesn't have the quality, it seems it does. It feels like it does have it. But these constant crickets and all of these strange noises from the interior, they simply spoil all the impression from the car, they spoil everything. And as soon as it starts to seem quite a pretty car, everything stands upside down. And also remember about the getting inside. Do they really think that all of the buyers will be this thin? Well, that is impossible. There are some huge guys like me, and they also may want to buy and drive such a Mercedes. I want to thank all Tashkent and all Uzbekistan and all great Uzbek people. Thanks a lot for your hospitality, thanks a lot for everything. God, this place is amazing. We will definitely come again and shoot some more test drives here. Thanks a lot. So that was interesting. I think it's only in Uzbekistan where we can arrange an event and conduct it so cool and so peacefully, no one protested. That was awesome. We will definitely come back again, and not once. That is what I promised you, 100%. And now I'd like to thank all Uzbek people and all of your nation from all of my heart. Thanks a lot, guys. Guys, thanks a lot. Once again, we will come back here, I promise. My hugs to all of you. See ya.